Hi, everyone. Good morning once again. And here we are back. The topic for today is how to prevent betrayal. I'm right now on my way from Goa back to Mumbai, and we are in a small town called Karad. And I'm with a few of my friends over here. You might find a little bit of sounds about packing and stuff like that because we are on our way and starting our journey forward. In Goa, I had soul meta play, a process where people simulate different people's role, and the common theme was betrayal, and that's why I thought I should address. I know the pain of betrayal often takes long time to ease out. However, it's important now, after knowing that we prevent betrayal. Prevention is better than cure. Several times we have a pattern of betrayal. Some people just go head on and uh, trust people blindly and then come across betrayal. Does that mean that you should not be trusting? Well, trust that we are all human. That's it. So there are a few steps that you can take to avoid betrayal. Let the past experience of betrayal not come in the way of current experience. If you hold on to your past and create a belief that people betray and keep thinking that, yes, you have been betrayed, that means you are betrayable and that you make a pattern that even eventually people don't want to betray you, they'll end up betraying you. Secondly, have reasonable expectations. Don't over expect from people, knowing that they may not be able to keep their promises. So have very moderate and reasonable expectations. Once you have the expectations, make it very clear and lay down, and also have plan B and C ready. Not because you don't have faith. People you're expecting from are humans after all. And life changes, people change, mindset changes. They may perceive you differently. The person that they promised to is very different over a period of time. When they change, that you have changed, they observe that you're no longer the same person. The conscience doesn't hurt while consciously betraying. At times, they may unknowingly betray you. They don't even realize that they're betraying. However, all those things, stories happen. So I have the plan B and C ready. That doesn't mean that if you've taken a premise from your husband that he will remain faithful to you or a wife, keep plan B and C ready. No, not that way. Um, Emotionally, how are you going to cope up? Because betrayals do happen. It does happen. Let's not live in the world where everything was amazing, and those were the days when people used to say pran jaye par vachan na jaye. Here there's not so much of value for vachan and promises. Even if you are the most faithful person, the most reliable and most committed person, that doesn't mean others are. Okay, so have the plan B and C. Suppose if there is a betrayal, what would you do? How would you emotionally cope up? Do you have enough of finances, the backing? How would you go about it? Keep that ready. Keep inspiring. Fourth is keep inspiring people and rewarding people for being committed. Once people commit, we take it as a kind of a power game. We take it kind of super assurance, and we become somewhat laid back. And the people who promised, they often feel taken for granted. Okay. Fifth is, do not allow your belief to influence the other person. Often, when people betray, they are not the first ones to betray you. A lot of other people have betrayed you earlier, and that belief will eventually play up in such a way that you will land up experiencing betrayal from the same person also. Yeah. And finally, forgive people, give them another chance. When you perceive betrayal, when you judge a betrayal, you often reject that person, wall up, stop talking to that person. Maybe that was just a slip. Maybe that was just a mistake. Maybe the other person did not know that that was betrayal. Give them a chance. The easier you are on tolerating the post effect of betrayal, more forgiving you would remain. And the more forgiving you are, easier it is for people to continue remaining committed to you. Now, there's a flip side of it. If people know that you're committed and forgiving both, there is a possibility of being taken for granted, but not always. Again, a lot depends upon how you believe. If you have a belief that I'm often taken for granted, yes, your love, your commitment, and your forgiveness can also be taken for granted. So address that belief with total awareness, and you will find yourself trusting with open heart and open mind. It's important to keep open mind and open heart both, because the mind will tell you that be practical, and heart will allow people to be loving enough to remain committed to you and take care of all that they have committed. So that's all for today. I know this is like stirring deep wounds for some people, and there might be a few questions. Is there something that anybody would like to ask? That's all.
Ma'am, this is Gunjan.
Hi, Kunjan.
Good morning. Ma'am, just wanted to check. You mentioned, changing the belief with awareness or holding that belief with awareness.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
So,
Am I audible?
is that a question?
Ma'am, the
Yes,
question
Kunjan.
was,
Hi.
hi, ma'am. So, ma'am, the
Hi.
question was that when we are forgiving and we come into an awareness that yes, betrayal is something that we experience, and we change our response, but
Mhm.
somewhere getting used or getting taken for granted settles in.
Mm.
So you,
Yeah.
so in those cases,
Mhm.
what level of awareness will help to be, in alignment with our true essence?
Correct. So, if you felt taken for granted in the past, it's possible that you've got taken for granted even in the now. All right. When you have an adverse experience, check yourself, okay, and ask yourself, is this the first person who's done this to you? If you've had that experience earlier, probably there is a pattern. And if there is a pattern, probably there is unhealthy belief or experiential need at the soul level. So, how about addressing that rather than trying to correct a person?
Hmm.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Yes. What else? I think that's all for today. We'll have a few of the recitation, based on a conversation. So you can close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Say, betrayal is my soul's love. My need for betrayal is my soul's love. My resistance to overcome the pattern of betrayal is my soul's love. My need to protect myself from betrayal is my soul's love. My need to protect myself from betrayal is my soul's love. My need to protect myself from betrayal is my soul's love. My need to have reasonable expectations is my soul's love. My need to have reasonable expectations is my soul's love. My need to have reasonable expectations is my soul's love. My need to have backup plan is my soul's love. My need to have a backup plan is my soul's love. My need to have a backup plan is my soul's love. My need to convey my expectations in a clearer way is my soul's love. My need to convey my expectations in clear terms is my soul's love. My need to convey my expectations in very clear terms is my soul's love. My need to allow the space of commitment is my soul's love. My need to allow the positive space for commitment is my soul's love. My need to allow a positive space where people can keep their commitment is my soul's love. My need to be in charge of my life and my feelings is my soul's love. My need to be in charge of my life and my feelings is my soul's love. My need to be in charge of my life and my feelings is my soul's love. My need to address my beliefs manifesting betrayals is my soul's love. My need to address my beliefs manifesting betrayals is my soul's love. My need to address my beliefs manifesting betrayals is my soul's love. My betrayal is my soul's love. My need for betrayal is my soul's love. My resistance to let go of repeated experiences of betrayal is my soul's love. My need to attract constructive and positive loving experience is my soul's love. My need to attract a constructive and positive loving experience is my soul's love. My need to attract a constructive and positive loving experience is my soul's love. I am my soul's love. People are my soul's love. And all experiences are my soul's love. That's all today. Be with the thought and give me your feedback. Same recording will be available on YouTube later. Bye bye. Have a great day.